Very good morning to all. Today we are going to implement the subnetting concept. So regarding for the subnetting, let us consider two different subnet we are going to connecting using the intermediate device. Regarding for implementation of the subnetting, first I am going to select the router that is serial number 2911. I am going to select this one and I am placing here. After that I am going to select the switch 2960. I'm going to place that left hand side. After that, I'm going to select the same serial number 2960. I'm going to place the right hand side. So after that, I'm going to select the end device. So here PC0, PC1, PC2, then PC3, PC4, then PC5. So after that, I'm connecting the devices from intermediate device switch. Can you see this one? Gigabit Ethernet 0/0. Here serial number 0/1. Because here only we have to configure the this interface only we have to configure it. So after that, I'm going to mark in. Okay, which one it will be the subnet, that left hand side, that right hand side. One subnet, the another subnet. I can differentiate using the another color. This is second subnet. So we are going to work out this scenario. Can you see this one? Subnet 1, subnet 2. Subnet. This area subnet here we are going to doing here. So let us going to explain the concept of the subnet. Now we are going to start to do that one. 192.168. So we are going to define the network address, that is a 192.168.10.0. So the subnet here we are should define as that is /25. The meaning of the /25 is, okay, using this number we have to analyze how many subnet we can able to create. So let us going to discuss, okay, the number of subnet here. So x dot x dot x, that is each x, let us consider as how many bit? 8 bit. So 8 bit, 8 bit, 8. So 3 into 8, 24. But the number it is given as 25. So what happened in that fourth partition? The first one it is 1. So 24 plus 1, 25. So remaining are 0. Remaining are 0. So let us consider, okay. So in that fourth partition, okay, how many 1 is there? Only 1. So 2 power 1. So only 1 bit is enabled. So only 1 bit is enabled. So based on the number of bit enabled, we are going to define the number of subnet. So 2 power 1, that is result is in 2. So we can able to create 2 subnet as per the given address. So how many hosts per subnet? So how many hosts per subnet? Let us going to focus on how many bit is 0 in the fourth partition as per the given address. So 2 power 7 equal to 128. So after that we have to work out to find the valid subnet. After that we are going to find to work out the valid subnet. So 256 minus 128. So 128. Okay, so the result about the valid subnets are 0 and 128. that is 0 to 127, then 128 to 255. That is the valid subnet. Okay. Also, we have to find out the broadcast address for each subnet. Already we know that one in each subnet, the last address it is acting as a broadcast address. So 0 to 127, the 127 it should be the broadcast address. From 128 to 255, the 255 it is acting as a broadcast address. So valid host, okay, here we have defined. So 0 we can't use for that host. Okay, so we can start to assign the address for the host from 1 itself. So up to 127 is our range, but the 127 it is a broadcast address, so we can't use that one. So we have to stop the host address up to 126 only. That is subnet 0. That another subnet, that is subnet 128. Okay, so it will be starting address is at 128, but that is network address. Okay, then last address that is 255, but that is broadcast address. So we have to assign the host address from 129 itself. So 129 to 254. So that is, so this is the logic of defining the creation of the subnet. 1 minute. You can note that 192.168.10.0. .0. After that, the representation slash integer. So slash 25 x dot 1 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So after that, we are going to configure the IP address. So as per the discussion, the starting IP address for the host 192.168.10. For example, 10.0 that is network address. So 10.1. So the subnet mask that is called as what 128, because the fourth partition, the first bit it is enabled. So 170 you have to convert into the decimal. The result is at 128. So that's why we have to mention as 1. So default gateway we are 192.168.10. For example, as of now we are using 3 systems. So 1, 2, 3. So we can assign the gateways at 4. Go to the PC1 desktop IP configuration 10.2, then 128, and 4 desktop IP configuration 10.3, 254. Wait a minute, it is wrong. 10.3, 128, 10.4. Here, desktop IP configuration 192.168.10. Actually, the second subnet, that is 128 subnet, it is starting from 128 itself. This is right. So 128, that is a network address. So we can start from 129. So 129 means next to 130, after that 131. So the gateway is at 132. Desktop IP configuration 130, 32. Now the IP address configuration, it is over. After that, we have to configure the router. Go to click the router option, then config. Let us going to see that what is the interface number 0/0. Go to click here. So activate on. So after that 192.168.10. So the left hand side gateway we entered as 4. So after that 0/0 it is configured. Next 0/1. So activate this interface. So 192.168.10.120 128 network address. So we assign PC to 129.30.31. So gateway is 32. So when I press the tab button, it is automatically came 128 here. Okay, now this configuration is also over. After that, we have to execute the ping command from here to there. That is subnet 1 to subnet 2. Go to click PC, command prompt, ping 192.168.10.131. Maybe it is first time it is a failure. After that, it will be get success. Yes, yeah, second time it will be get success. You can check with that another PC 130. Yeah, we got a response from the router itself 132. Now the task it will be over.